Prince was able to record his own stuff. He'd tell us, get the hell out, I'm good. Set me up a mic right over the console, and, he would record all his vocals, and then he'd come out of the room and say, all right, I'm done. Go mix it now.
This is a Jmix exclusive.
No, I was at Larrabee in West Hollywood. I never went out to Minneapolis. I was actually going to go out there, but ended up, I stayed here and worked on Death Row Records instead. But I worked at Larrabee West in West Hollywood for like maybe almost 2 years with Prince on different things.
What is it like to work with Prince? I've heard a lot of good and a lot of bad about him. Was he a perfectionist like some people have said that he is?
I'll tell you, he was a perfectionist, yes. And it was like, it was, for me, a great experience to getting in and working with people who were perfectionists and who did need it exactly right, or you're going to be fired. And the pressure was really on. And there was many people that would have to leave the room and not do well with him. And, fortunately, I never had that experience, I tried really hard to just not do anything dumb. I would give him everything that he'd ask for and not really talk about extraneous stuff or superfluous things. I was just, I didn't even really call him, name people say, what did you call him, But I didn't call him nothing, like when Prince talks to you, you talk to him back. I didn't have to address him. It wasn't like I was saying, oh, yo, Prince, what do you think it is? It wasn't like that. I would just do my thing, and he would say, he'd either like it or he didn't, or he needed something else or whatever, It wasn't quite like that. But after working with Prince, I think that it really trained me to work with pretty much anybody. So working with Tupac at that point, who had also been very perfectionistic, in a certain kind of way, in like a way that he wanted it perfect fast in one take, and he wasn't dealing with a whole lot of just sitting around waiting for it to be perfect for someone else. It was good for him if it was all right, all correct. So it made it easy to work with guys like Tupac. Snoop was easy to work with, He was real mellow and everything. There's a lot of people were real mellow, but it was easy to work with Pac after you work with Prince. But Prince was never mean. He was never mean to me or anything. I had seen him do that to other people, but for me, we were all good in the hood.
Is it safe to say he didn't try to convert you?
To what?
A lot of people that have worked with Prince said that once they got a working relationship with Prince, that he would try to convert them to be a Jehovah's Witness, that he was known for that. I've read a lot about that. I'm not being a jackass with that question.
Yeah, nah. I never even knew he was a Jehovah's Witness. But, it wasn't like he was knocking on doors asking you to read the funny pamphlet they hand out, I never knew. No, he didn't try to convert me to anything. We were just making music. And like I tell you, with working with Prince, it was a real good training ground. For me not to make people mad at me because Prince was really good at saying, man, I'll never work with that guy again. His name will never be uttered from these lips again, and all that type of stuff. I was like, oh, wow. Nah, that wasn't gonna be me. I wasn't gonna be that guy.
Was he an intimidating presence? Meeting Prince? Yeah.
Yeah, when you walk in the room, vibe was basically what he was. If he was happy and jovial and partying and stuff, sometimes he'd stand and play the keyboards and spin around, and I mean, it was fun. He'd make jokes and stuff. It was great, but he wasn't always like that. You know what I mean? He would come in sometimes, and it was real serious, and when it was real serious, the whole room was serious, and it was, it was real intimidating to a brand new engineer like me, because I knew that if you screwed up, there's 1,000 other guys that are in line for this. You know what I mean? He's gonna get somebody else, and I wasn't gonna let that happen. So yeah, it was real. He was real intimidating in that type of way, and especially he liked girl engineers a lot. And he'd end up running a couple of them out crying and stuff like that. And Sylvia Naffield, he did real well with him, but Susan Rogers did well. But there's some girls that it was rough. He was rough on them. I think he got off on it a little bit, making them cry. I don't know. I mean, for real though, like, and not just girls, but people in general, but especially girls, just it was easier, and like, I mean, he'd come in, he'd say stuff like, I didn't come all the way to L.A. to work with a bunch of third graders, stuff like that, and I'd hear these stories from people who were basically, ejected from the session, you know what I mean? And I found that in my career, I ended up with a lot of good things, walking into situations, saving other people, you know what I mean? Like, they got thrown out, and I come in. That's basically how I got the all eyes on me, The engineer guy, he, Hawk didn't like him. He told him, man, I ain't with this. Get me somebody in here who can do this. And they asked me right then after the snooze session. I was already finishing up with them. I was about to go home. They said, man, you want to work with Pac? I was like, really? I said, all right, yeah. And I went over there, and I was in the A room with Snoop. I went to the B room back there to work with Pac. And that's when we did I Ain't Mad at You and Ambition.
This is a Jmix exclusive.
What up, for shut up?